TezMania TV. I'm here again with Mr. Tez, and today we're doing the boyfriend tag TezMania style. So we're not going to be doing the actual boyfriend tag because we just thought that was too boring. But we did ask you guys to send in your questions to us, and today we're going to be answering the most thumbed up ones and maybe picking some of our favorites as well.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for all of you taking the time to send in your questions for me and for Therese as well.
And some of you also posted questions on Facebook, so we might be picking a couple of those as well.
Of course.
And to keep things easy for us, we have all of your questions on the screen here in the background. Yeah,
see your reflection out there.
Piece of it there. Starting out, we had 18 pages of questions. You guys went nuts, and it was so fun reading through all of your comments. We've been laughing like crazy, but we've had to shorten it down, obviously, for this video not to become like a full series. So what we've done is divide your questions into 5 categories. So we're going to be talking about our relationship, YouTube and TezMania, specific questions to Matthias, questions regarding Matthias's job, and then questions regarding like looks and style and stuff like that. Just to make things easier for us so that we don't mix everything up. So should we get started?
Yes, absolutely. Fire away.
Okay.
I think you'll be in charge of the questions.
I shall. We're going to start talking about the questions about our relationship. This first question is from Safety Pinner. If the two of you were given a free, all expenses paid trip to anywhere in the world, but you had to agree on where to go, what would you choose?
I don't know.
I think we'd go to either the US, like New York or LA.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to
or
go there.
Tokyo.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was easy. I thought it would be tricky.
Because I answered everything.
Yeah. Oh, we're off to a good start.
And you agreed with me.
Yes.
Yes. Spin Pingarelli asked, what are 3 things you share an interest in, and what are 3 things that you don't?
We share an interest in music, certain types of music. We do listen to like VNV Nation and Comedy Christ. You do tend to like some of the metal bands I play, and I like some of the rock bands you play.
Yes. And movies. We're both like horror movie fanatics. Like crazy about horror movies.
I would call myself an enthusiast.
Alright, fine.
But that's because I'm quite pretentious.
That's very posh
about
of you.
I'm amazingly pretentious about my horror films. Another thing we share an interest in.
Body mods? Or what were you going to say?
Oh yeah. We're interested in body mods.
Were you going to say something weird?
No. I'm just so happy that we're learning things about each other here. No, I agree. I definitely share an interest in body mods with this. Definitely. Okay. Both tattoos and piercings and suspensions and all kinds of awesome stuff you can do to yourself.
What about 3 things that we don't share?
You don't share my interest in pedagogy.
What the hell is that?
Exactly. Teaching.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yes, I do. Well, because I do it on YouTube.
Absolutely. You're an amazing teacher. It's just that you're not sort of into the whole science of teaching the way I am and discussing it with my teacher colleagues and all that.
So basically you're saying that I'm not a nerd, but you are?
Yes, but you're a nerd in many other aspects of your life.
Okay, another thing that we don't... The things we have, like, everything in common. We're pretty much alike. We used to joke about this. Yeah,
first thing my mom saw us together, she of course knew it wasn't true, but she pretty much said we were siblings.
And it sounds really gross when you say it like that, but I love the fact that it's like that. Okay, but let's come up with 2 things. 2 more things.
I don't know. I can't really come up with any.
Me neither.
No.
We just like the same things.
Sorry. Yeah.
Pom Pom Lover asked, what are your favorite qualities in each other?
My favorite quality in Therese is that she's quite easygoing without being boring in any way whatsoever. I'm not going to say that every day is an adventure, but I thoroughly enjoy spending time with Therese. And another thing that I enjoy about Therese is her honest way of showing affection.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Kiss break.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so my favorite qualities in you, I mean, obviously, he's the nice guy. We like nice guys, right? I love nice guys. He's a total sweetheart. He's the nicest, like the nicest person ever, really. It doesn't mean that he's like a pushover or anything. He won't take crap from anyone or anything like that, but he's just a total sweetheart. And also, I really appreciate the fact that he's always honest with me, like brutally honest, because I'm that way too, and it works well if both of us are like that, so that it's not just the one person who's always speaking their mind. We both do that, and I really like that.
Yeah.
My best friend does that too.
Definitely.
Another question from Pom Pom Lover. What surprised you the most about each other when you started dating?
Well, I'd been on we met through a dating site actually, and I'd been on the dating site for quite some time. I'd been off it and on it a couple of times. So I think my first surprise was that you're nice.
You met some bad ones, huh?
No, well, not bad in that sense. And I mean, you weren't insane, you were nice, and
Well,
I don't know.
you were shocked that I was not insane and that I was nice.
A bit, yeah.
I was actually on that dating site for 2 days, so I didn't get to meet any of the crazy freaks.
But I met a lot of nice people on there as well, just to not, in case any of the ones who I dated actually happens to see this. You're not one of the crazy ones, I promise. Moving on. What's your idea of a perfect date? I like going out for dinner.
Yeah, or like our favorite restaurant. We love going to these sort of posh places every now and then when we can afford it.
Yeah.
Just a nice fancy dinner.
Absolutely, I love it. Love food and spend some quality time together outside of the apartment.
Yeah, because we do hang out here a lot.
We do.
The last question from Pom Pom Lover is, what were your first impressions of each other? On these online dating sites, you get to answer some like standard questions. Everybody has to do that, and those are displayed on the start page of your profile. And we both answered almost like 100% the same, like gave the same answers to every single question. So I was like, this guy's like me, yeah! Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I was, oh well, he's not crazy.
Again, with that?
Yeah. No, it's quite difficult to find alternative people on regular dating sites. So just the fact that I managed to find someone on there who was alternative made me quite happy. Not necessarily that I prefer alternative to not so alternative. It was just nice for a change to see someone who looked quite original and pretty.
So pretty. The next question, we kind of answered this already. Veronica asked, when and where did you two meet? How long ago? So how long ago? That was like Christmas 2008, right?
I don't know. I get the years mixed up. So
I think it was Christmas 2008. So we met like a week before Christmas, or well, we started talking online a week before Christmas, and then 2 days after talking, we're like, well, yeah, we have to meet now because otherwise it's gonna be like 2 weeks of Christmas and New Year where we're gonna be not able to meet because I'm gonna be with my family and he's gonna be with his. So we met, and it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bounding Human Bones asks, how was it like to meet your parents-in-law?
Great.
Great.
No problem whatsoever. Very thankful for my in-laws. I
Yes.
love them to death.
Definitely. His mom is like one of my best friends. She's awesome. Danielle Amaya wants to know what our favorite memory together is. I liked the whole moving together thing.
Yeah, that's something I definitely remember. Tedious being the first person I ever moved in with.
Yeah, me too. Well, like, other than having like roommates in college and stuff, but you were the first boyfriend that I lived with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad memory.
Definitely
I'll
not.
stick with that too.
Yeah. Asia Davis wants to know, where's the best place you've been that has a great alternative scene for nightlife and festivals?
We haven't been to that many places.
No,
I mean,
we haven't. I mean, the most of the trips that we've done have been with family and stuff, so we haven't really gone crazy with the clubbing.
No, exactly. I'd have to stick with Stockholm because that's the only place where I've been so far for an alternative scene.
Obviously, we love going to Leipzig for the
Absolutely, for the...
but that was for the festival, so I'm not sure what the city would be like for the rest of the year, but we really liked it there.
But for festivals, I can definitely recommend it.
Yeah, awesome. What is something that you guys do daily together? Sit on the couch and have dinner?
Yeah.
Like watching Family Guy or American Dad or Bob's Burgers?
Absolutely. That is definitely something we do each day, and I actually enjoy those moments.
I love that. We never eat at our kitchen table.
No.
Never, ever.
Kitchen tables for working and storage.
Yeah, exactly.
Who eats at their kitchen table?
I don't know. Who are these people? Fishnet Freud
Yeah.
wants to know, when did you know... Oh, this is for me. When did you know he was the one? Not as in after how long, but what made you feel that way? Oh, he wants to ask you that same... Or he or she wants to ask you that same question. I think I knew right after meeting him for the first time. I remember calling my mom after our date, and she asked me to describe him, like personality and looks, and I was like, well, Mom, imagine putting all of your favorite traits, like your dream guy traits, or dream person traits, into like this little machine, and then like pulling on a lever, and something comes out. He would be what comes out of that machine. And she was like, oh. It's kind of cheesy and romantic, I know, but yeah.
For me, it was, I don't know, we went for a couple of dates and things just evolved, and I don't have a specific thing that happened that I remember. All I know is that I can live with this.
We just fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoy Tez's company. She makes me feel really well. She makes me feel good.
Okay, up next we're going to be answering the questions regarding YouTube and more specifically the TezMania TV channel. Orphea asks, do you sometimes see Tez filming?
Yes, absolutely. We live in a 2-room plus kitchen apartment, so I occasionally see her film. But I try to keep away when she's doing it.
Orphea also wants to know, do you help her film or make pictures for her videos, Facebook?
Nope, don't have to. She can do it all on her own, and a lot better than I can as well.
Thanks, honey. Safety Pinner asked, Tez, do you ever feel silly filming when Mr. Tez is around? Definitely not. It's kind of weird saying this, but being in front of a camera is like a natural state for me now because I've been doing it for so long. And I do kind of stuff with video at my job as well, so it doesn't feel weird. I don't feel silly, and I'm always myself with him anyway, so he's seen like the best and the worst of me, so I can't imagine feeling silly ever in front of the camera. Veronica asked, what do you think about Tez's channel now and earlier?
I really admire Tez for the work she does on her channel. My favorite parts of her channel are her crafts videos, because like she said, she's an excellent teacher. Which, yeah, you did. You at least you didn't say you were, but you shared an interest in teaching, and I feel like you really are an excellent teacher when it comes to your crafts videos or makeup tutorials. And I also love it how you try to be a role model for people who might not have anyone close by.
Thank you.
So I absolutely love it, and the fact that she's gotten the following that she has is very well deserved.
Thank you. Bloodbender Zuko?
Yes!
Wants to know, what do you guys do? The boyfriend does my makeup tag.
No. Moving on.
No. Saskia105 wants to know, how does it feel to see Tez getting so much positive and wonderful people from all over the world watching her videos and being inspired by her style?
I feel like I answered it already, but I can definitely repeat it. I love it. It makes me, though I have absolutely nothing to do with it, it just makes me very, very proud of her.
Yay. We're going to move on now to...
Turquoise?
Turquoise. Yeah, with color categorized it. God, we're geeks. Turquoise, which is questions, yes, questions directly to Matthias. Orphea wants to know, what is your favorite band?
So I'd stick with the Swedish hard rockers, rock band, metal band TezMania. They've been with me for quite some time, and they still never disappoint when releasing a new album. But I'm also very much into Swedish melodic death metal like Dark Tranquillity and In Flames and Arch Enemy, and also electronic music like VNV Nation, Combi Christ, Apoptygma Berserk, and so on.
That was more than one band.
Yes, but my favorite band is TezMania.
Yes.
See? But I just want to show her how versatile I am.
Yes, dear. A Safety Pinner, again, a lot of questions here, asked, do you have an equally as attractive brother who wants to move to the States and let me buy him a beer?
An equally as attractive brother? Yes. Definitely.
He does have a brother.
Yes, but he's engaged and has a kid.
Yeah.
So.
But he likes beer.
He does like beer.
Veronica wants to know, are you as creative as Tez?
Not in the same way. I feel like I'm the most creative when it comes to teaching, and when it comes to coming up with with materials for my classes. That's where I'm the most creative, absolutely.
Definitely, and we're going to talk more about that when we get to the work-related questions.
Yep.
Any Winna Torkel wants to know, you look like you can throw a good hook, can you?
Nope.
I can take them. Are you a standalone unit or do you prefer team pinball games?
I don't know.
These are weird, but fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Both. I like to work alone, and I'm becoming better at working in teams.
Favorite car at present?
Black ones.
Yes, exactly. The ones that have wheels.
Yeah, none of us have a driver's license. We know very little of cars.
Yeah.
But I like black cars. They're pretty.
Yes, they are. Like a hearse.
Yes.
And the last question from Beanie Winna Torkel. Finally, are you a chocoholic?
No, I'm not. I can quit whenever I like. Just because I eat it every day and if I have a craving for it every week.
Yeah.
After every meal doesn't mean I'm a chocoholic.
Okay, so we're going to move on to appearance and style now. Okay, Orphea wants to know, what's your favorite style that Tez wears?
I have quite the soft spot for rock, goth, punk style when it comes to that. The punkier.
The more badass stuff, not so much the cutie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You look great in all your clothes, but yeah, I prefer the rock and roll punk chick kind of gear you wear.
Yeah. Orphea also wants to know, do you also wear amazing clothes like Tez?
Not as amazing, but quite nice ones.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, you do.
We'll actually do a teacher lookbook.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be inserted somewhere here, I think. Okay, here's a long one from Safety Pinner. When the two of you are out together, how do you react when Tez gets stared at? By this I mean both stared at because she has a distinct interesting look, and stared at because sometimes creepy bastards confuse clothing with consent. How do you react if things go past staring and into open rudeness? And Tez, I'd be interested to hear from you on this as well.
Regarding people staring, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, who wouldn't stare at this beautiful visage of a person? Staring, it doesn't bother me. Someone's a creep. If I react to it, yeah, I do, but I keep it to myself because Therese is more than capable to kick that person's ass if it comes to it. I'm not a violent person. I'll leave it to her to do the beatings.
That sounds like I'm a violent person. Or I haven't had to be, at least.
No.
Who knows what'll happen if we end up in such a situation, but, like, I can take care of myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Muldrow Alex asks, how would you describe your style?
It's like a dressed down alternative. It's nothing special most of the times. It's just a long sleeve shirt and
like rock t-shirts and print.
I love printed t-shirts.
Yeah, really,
pants.
Like tight,
I like pants.
really like tight jeans and.
I like kilts.
Yeah, kilts and like boy skirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shorts.
And shorts.
Not short shorts.
Short shorts.
But shorts. Long shorts.
Short shorts.
I don't wear short shorts.
I do.
Ah, you sure do.
Caitlin Pedricine wants to know, Tez, will you do a makeup tutorial for your look in the last video? It's beautiful. So the look in that video was like a purple smoky eye, and yes, of course I can do a tutorial for that. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to questions regarding Matthias's job.
So now it's all about me.
Yes.
Yay! Sorry.
It's going to be the Mr. Tez show now. This was the most summed up question of all. Jessie Burdett asked, hi, being that you're a teacher, do you ever get questions about your stretched ears?
No, not that much nowadays. It used to be quite a lot a couple of years back. Mostly questions regarding how do you stretch your ears from students. When I got piercings for my ears, in order to stretch them, none of my colleagues even noticed until I mentioned it, and they just told me that didn't you always have big blue 3.2 millimeter rings in your ears? So apparently no, I don't.
Safety Pinner asked, in the States, teachers often have to maintain a very conservative appearance. Do you face similar issues? If so, how do you deal with them?
I don't face those similar issues, those issues of conservative appearance. It's worked out quite well for me, actually. Turns out that the Swedish school system is quite a good place to be alternative, to be honest.
Yeah.
People are very open,
Definitely.
open-minded to the way you appear. As long as you're a good teacher, students will accept a lot.
Yeah.
Regarding
so they're more
appearance.
curious and not so judgmental.
Yeah, exactly. More curious, I'd say.
Veronica asked, please tell us about your teaching. Like, what made you decide to be a teacher? How is it? Any regrets?
I decided to be a teacher after a failed year of computer science at university. When I thought back on my life and realized that I was quite good at going to school. And when I did my military service, which was almost mandatory at the time, I was commanded on being a good teacher. So I figured I'd give it a go, and I signed up for a teacher program, and I've never looked back. It's the best job ever. It can be very stressful, a lot of hard work, but meeting the students, it just makes it all worthwhile. Having good colleagues helps as well. It's fantastic to be surrounded by experts in social science and geography and history. It's like I never stop learning new things about the way the world works. So no regrets whatsoever.
Benny Winatorkel wants to know, what do you teach, what ages, and are you more demanding or considerate, and do you have special needs pupils or pupils you individually teach differently?
I teach English and maths at what we call an upper secondary level, which is the last 3 years before you go to university. Kind of like high school in certain countries, and that would be 16, 17, 19-year-olds, approximately.
16, 17, 18, and 19-year-olds. You skipped 18.
No 18-year-olds. Yes, those as well. Am I more demanding or considerate? That depends. I can be considerate by being demanding as well. I would probably see myself as being more considerate, to be honest. Special needs pupils, it depends on what you define as special needs pupils. I have students who have dyslexia, I have students with various other disorders or disabilities, whatever you'd like to call them. But they're not in any special classes or anything like that. And I don't teach them differently at all. In fact, I try to make sure that if I make a class that is good enough for those with special needs, then that class will benefit all the students.
Caitlin Pedrosine wants to know, what is your favorite part about being a teacher?
Still the students. Absolutely the students.
Ale the Cat Lady wants to know, as a teacher, what do you think about Mexico and all the problems with the 43 burned alive students in the hands of the police and the government? Maybe my question is a little cold, but I'm Mexican and I really want to know the opinion from people who live on other continents.
Well, first of all, thank you for asking the question. The violence concerning crime in Mexico is something that we actually hear about here in Sweden as well. And the case of 43 burned alive students was a horrible, horrible thing to hear about. And it struck a bit closer to home for me because they were students, and it just, not that the other ones who've been murdered under these circumstances is any less worth in any way. The symbolism of it is probably what gets to me most, that being a criminal, choosing a criminal life, is something you do for various reasons, both individual and social reasons, but you still enter into a lifestyle that is destructive on society. And if you compare that with becoming a student, which is what I see as becoming something constructive, it will lead to change in a positive way for a country or a society, then it just hurts a bit more, for me at least, to hear about it. And I'm sorry for the things you're going through regarding that.
Alright, we're going to finish this off with answering 2 of the questions from Facebook. The first one is, does Mr Tez play guitar in a band or just for fun?
Just for fun.
That was fast. Yeah. The second one is, on your downtime, would you both rather go out or spend the night in?
Both.
Yeah, absolutely. We both love the club scene or whatever, and partying with friends, but staying in, like, snuggling and watching movies is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, I mean, after a couple of weekends going out, it's just wonderful to look in your calendar and see that it's empty for the weekend,
and vice versa.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
So we like both.
We sure do.
That was all the questions we're gonna have time for. This video is probably already like a record length. So thank you so much to everyone who asked us these questions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had fun getting to know Mr. Tez, or Matthias,
yes,
as he's actually called.
Yes, my name is Matthias. The way my name is spelled, you can see there.
It was fun seeing you guys guess the way his name is spelled. That's always funny.
Yes.
Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.